According to Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, he said that as a law-abiding citizen in Canada, you are legally not allowed by the Canadian Constitution to defend your life with a gun.
Guns can be used for hunting or for sport shooting in Canada, and there's lots of gun owners, and they're mostly law-respecting and law-abiding. But you can't use a gun for self-protection in Canada. That's not a right that you have in the Constitution or anywhere else. If you try and buy a gun and say it's for self-protection, no, you don't get that. You get it for hunting, you can get it for sport shooting, you can take it to the range, no problem, as long as you go through our rigorous background checks.
Justin Trudeau did not just stop there. He then went on to ban handguns completely in Canada, making it illegal for law-abiding citizens to own a handgun.
We're introducing legislation to implement a national freeze on handgun ownership. What this means is that it will no longer be possible to buy, sell, transfer, or import handguns anywhere in Canada. In other words, we're capping the market for handguns.
Who wants test me? Come on!
Yo, kill sec. What the fuck they want?
A criminal don't need a gun to kill anybody. A criminal will be a criminal. They will kill people with whatever weapons they have available to them. It don't have to be a gun. So I don't know why they keep restricting law-abiding citizens with their stupid-ass gun laws. Because it is obvious that gun laws don't hurt criminals because criminals don't follow laws. Gun laws only hurt law-abiding citizens.
Police in Canada have begun a manhunt for 2 suspects after at least 10 people were stabbed to death in the province of Saskatchewan. Another 15 people were wounded in the incident. The victims were found in various locations of the Indigenous community of the James Smith Cree Nation, as well as the nearby village of Weldon. The suspects are considered to be armed and dangerous, and police have set up checkpoints. The stabbing spree is one of the deadliest acts of mass violence Canada has seen. Canada's Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, has described the attack as horrific and heartbreaking.
In addition, I just don't think that Canada gun laws make sense, because how is it they don't allow their law-abiding citizens to conceal carry a gun for self-defense as well as for the defense of their family members, friends, and even complete strangers that are innocent and may be in a life or death situation. But they instead allow cops who they give guns to be able to use their gun to protect someone in public if their life is in danger. It don't make sense, because what's the difference between a citizen using a gun to protect themselves versus a cop using a gun to defend a citizen? There's no difference, because in both cases, a gun is being used to save a life or to protect a life. So it don't make sense how they don't trust their law-abiding citizens but only trust their cops, which cops normally respond after a crime have been committed. Most of the times, cops don't respond in time to save somebody's life. They respond after whatever happened. So if you are getting stabbed to death and somehow you was able to call 911 while getting stabbed to death, or someone saw you getting stabbed to death and they call 911, by the time they get to you, you're gonna be unconscious. You might be dead. So cops are not effective in protecting people's lives because they respond after a crime has been committed. This is common sense. But somehow the people of Canada don't see it as common sense because they're not fighting enough for their right to bear arms. This is why their government is able to just disarm them, like Justin Trudeau did, even more. So, to me, it just never makes sense to me how citizens in a country can let their government disarm them as a law-abiding citizen, not realizing that when the government disarm you, they're the only ones that is going to have guns, which is never a good thing, because that means they can do whatever they want to you, and you won't be able to fight back because they have all the guns. I'm talking about law-abiding citizens here. Don't worry about the criminals in society. They got guns at all times. Just know that. They get it somewhere, somehow. So don't worry about the criminals and saying, oh, well, they're going to be affected. No, the hell they're not. So the only people that is going to be good in society is the government and the criminals, because they're going to be the only ones with guns. So you law-abiding citizens that don't care about your gun rights, just know that you're going to be up against two forces with guns while you have none, because you don't fight enough for your right to bear arms. That goes for the people in Canada, Australia, and other countries that don't take their gun rights serious.
All I know is the war, all I know is the trench, and I'll forever keep my feet planted right here in it. Either salute me or shoot me.